Hi.
Elizabeth Alba.
Mike Albrecht.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
We're so glad to have you guys today. It's so excited for this conversation. We're gonna text one of you at a time with a question that you should then ask to your counterpart over here, okay? And before we get into it, we have just a little fun question. If you were to just randomly guess what the other person does or what group that they work in, just at random, what would you guess?
I would guess that she was some sort of executive.
So I'm actually an assistant vice president in human resources. And so a lot of my job is dealing with a lot of the VPs and officers of the client groups that I support.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. So I'm gonna guess what you do. Looking at your shirt, you do something with technology, but I would have no idea what that is. It's probably pretty complicated, I would think.
Some of it can be, but yeah, I'm the director of the AT&T 5G Innovation Studio. We work with groups across the country, across the company, to basically help them bring new products and services or new network architectures to market faster.
Okay. This is a good one. In my role, I'm always looking to bring on new talent like yourself. What advice would you give someone looking to join the network organization at AT&T?
So there's a lot of technical skill that is needed for the positions, the new roles in the company that are coming up. We've shifted to looking at a lot of API work. A lot of our workloads are now in the cloud, so understanding that kind of cloud native architecture is critically important. But honestly, I think the biggest skill that we need, that I look for when I'm hiring, is the ability to learn and adapt to new technologies. Business is moving at the speed of light compared to what it was even a decade ago. The things that you know today, parts of them will be useful tomorrow, but you're going to have to constantly learn new things and adapt to new network architectures, new technologies, and so that's really the most important piece, the most important part of the puzzle to being a success at AT&T is that ability to adapt and change to as business changes. Oh, I got a question for you now. What's your favorite way to connect with a new person? Grabbing coffee, meeting virtually, etc.?
Well, all of the above, but I definitely love coffee. Several cups of coffee all day long, even in the evenings, right before bed. Not recommended, but that's how I live. I live dangerously. But I also love being able to do it via video conference. Being able to see somebody live in person on the screen definitely helps.
No, I'm definitely a big believer in eating together with new team members, existing team members. Barbecue is fantastic, especially around here. So,
okay. What is one of the most interesting customer use cases you've seen come through the Innovation Studio?
That's a really good question. So I would say one of the big areas that we're working on right now, and have been for the last year or two, is really around how do you connect on-premise, connect cellular networks on-premise for our customers. Whether that's in a manufacturing facility, in a hospital, pretty much anywhere that you need this kind of persistent, highly reliable, low latency, high bandwidth communication. For things like transferring big medical files or automated forklifts as they're driving around a manufacturing facility. Those kind of use cases really need the best network that they can provide, and we're looking at a lot of different ways that we can do that. And so there's a lot of challenges involved with this and making sure that it's cost efficient and that the network works the best way it can. And so we're looking at all these different options for how we do that. I got a question.
Okay.
What's your favorite icebreaker or question to get to know someone?
Ooh, so I like to have fun with icebreakers, especially when I'm bringing on a new team member or meeting a new client group. What was the first car you had? Or what did you want to be when you grew up? I like to ask, what's your favorite dessert? I think you can tell a lot about a person by what kind of dessert they like to eat. And if they don't like to eat dessert, that's a red flag as well. And then questions like, are you a dog or a cat person? Things like that. So those kind of questions, I feel like people are more apt to answer and not feel threatened by their answer because it's personal, but it's not so deeply personal. And of course, if they want to share more personal information about their home life, then they're more than welcome to do so. But I try to keep it light and simple.
That's a great idea. Okay, so I have one more question for you.
Okay.
You want to go grab some barbecue and banana pudding?
Yes, absolutely.
Sounds delicious.
Can I do the banana pudding first?
Oh, of course.
Just want to make sure I get my dessert in.